What defines a WNBA star's ultimate commitment to community outreach and organizational leadership during a critical, injury-mandated off-season recovery period? That pressing question is currently being answered definitively by Indiana Fever point guard, Sophie Cunningham, whose highly impactful first tenure with the franchise was tragically cut short, yet whose dedication to the sport and the larger community remains absolutely unwavering. Cunningham, a pivotal figure in the Fever's recent resurgence, is leveraging her time away from the court, time necessitated by a severe injury, to finalize preparations for an upcoming charitable endeavor that not only promotes female athletics but also pays a profound and deeply meaningful tribute to the nation's service members and first responders. The 29-year-old guard experienced a season defined by both significant collective achievement and crushing individual misfortune. Cunningham was instrumental in the Fever achieving the highly sought-after Commissioner's Cup title, a massive boost for the franchise's profile. Furthermore, her contributions were key in propelling the team deep into the WNBA playoffs, ultimately reaching the highly competitive semifinal stage. However, the season's momentum for Cunningham personally was abruptly halted in August when she sustained a devastating tear to the medial collateral ligament, or MCL, in her right knee. This injury was serious enough to necessitate ruling her out for the entire remainder of the season, forcing the dynamic player to transition into a spectator and off-court supporter role as the team chased further postseason glory. Despite the setback of her injury, which required significant recovery and rehabilitation time that extends well into the current off-season, Cunningham's impact on the court prior to August was undeniable. Throughout her 30 games played during that inaugural season with the Fever, she consistently produced reliable numbers across the stat sheet. Her final season averages stood at 8.6 points per game, complemented by 3.5 rebounds and 1.2 assists. These statistics underscore her importance as a versatile contributor capable of scoring efficiently and facilitating play, making her absence in the late stages of the playoffs a considerable blow to the team's depth and strategy. Now, deep into her rehabilitation phase, which involves intense focus on ensuring a complete recovery for her knee, Cunningham has provided an essential update regarding a major personal project that demonstrates her continuing engagement with the sport and her philanthropic drive. This project is the highly anticipated 4th annual Sophie Cunningham Classic. This annual event is not merely a standard basketball tournament, it is specifically dedicated to showcasing and elevating female athletes, providing a high-level competitive platform during the collegiate and pre-professional calendar. The sheer continuity of this tournament, now entering its 4th iteration, speaks volumes about Cunningham's long-term commitment to nurturing the next generation of women's basketball talent. The details regarding the forthcoming tournament are now solidified, offering fans and participants alike clear markers for the event. The tournament is scheduled to run for 3 consecutive days, commencing on January 9th and concluding on January 11th, both in the year 2026. The chosen venue for this high-profile event is the prestigious Bob Burchard Court, located within the Southwell complex at Columbia College. This setting ensures that the female athletes participating will compete in a dedicated high-quality environment, reflecting the professional standards that Cunningham herself represents. The foundational work required to organize and host an event of this magnitude is substantial, especially while simultaneously managing the physical demands of recovering from a major knee injury. However, Cunningham has now confirmed that initial planning stages have concluded and that tickets for the forthcoming tournament are officially available to the public. Yet, the critical breaking news surrounding this announcement is less about the availability of seating and far more focused on a truly significant and heartfelt gesture of appreciation. In a move that immediately drew widespread praise and recognition, Sophie Cunningham announced a special substantial discount on event tickets specifically offered to all current and former members of the military and their immediate families. This initiative is carefully timed and purposefully linked to the significance of the dates involved. The tournament begins on January 9th, which coincides with Military Appreciation Day, and continues into January 10th, designated as First Responders Day. By honoring both military personnel and first responders across these 2 key days, Cunningham has transformed the sports event into a tangible recognition of national service and sacrifice. This generous initiative translates directly into a financial saving for these honored groups. Standard general admission tickets for the Sophie Cunningham Classic are priced at $10. However, for current and former military personnel and their families, the cost has been cut in half, dropping the price to a highly accessible $5 per ticket. This substantial reduction serves as a clear monetary thank you, ensuring that these vital community members can attend the event with ease and feel genuinely appreciated for their tireless efforts and dedication to public service and national security. The response from the broader fan community to this gesture has been instantaneous and overwhelmingly positive, highlighting the deep public respect for those in uniform and emergency services. Fans quickly took to social media platforms and forums to express their appreciation for Cunningham's thoughtfulness and leadership off the court. One fan, expressing gratitude for the initiative, simply stated that the move was, quote, "nice, greatly appreciated," unquote, recognizing the value of the gesture. Another commenter emphasized the importance of recognizing both groups equally, writing, quote, "thankful for our military and first responders," unquote. A third response focused particularly on veterans, commenting on the often understated need for recognition, stating, quote, "great to give back to the vets like my dad. Never enough appreciation and respect given to vets and all they have done for the country," unquote. These reactions confirm that Cunningham's decision has resonated deeply, solidifying her status not only as a basketball star but also as a community leader with profound empathy. Beyond the community outreach of her tournament, Cunningham's off-season is also marked by substantial developments concerning her professional future, adding layers of complexity and intrigue to her recovery process. Reports indicate that the Fever Guard is poised to become involved in Project B, a newly established 5-on-5 basketball league. This new league is explicitly designed to operate during the WNBA off-season, providing players with additional opportunities for competitive play and, crucially, offering what has been reported to be higher financial compensation than is currently available within the WNBA standard contracts. This involvement signals Cunningham's continued ambition and desire to remain at the peak of her game, even while navigating her recovery. However, amidst these proactive steps and commendable community efforts, a significant element of professional uncertainty looms over Sophie Cunningham's career path, specifically concerning her continued tenure with the Indiana Fever. As the calendar approaches the critical off-season negotiating period, the point guard currently does not possess a contract extending into the 2026 season, placing her status as a free agent squarely in the spotlight. Adding further pressure to this situation is the looming threat of the expansion draft, which often sees established players unprotected and potentially selected by new franchise additions to the league. Consequently, despite her impactful first season and her role in the team's successes, Cunningham's place in Indiana is far from assured, leading to intense speculation among the Fever faithful regarding her future location within the league. As fans eagerly await updates on Cunningham's full return to competitive play and look forward to how her professional future will unfold within the dynamics of the WNBA, she remains focused on delivering a successful and memorable community event. The Sophie Cunningham Classic promises, in her own words, big matchups, great energy, and an amazing community all in one place. This declaration sets a high bar for the upcoming tournament, positioning it not just as a sporting event, but as a celebratory convergence of talent, community spirit, and national appreciation. The question remains, how will Sophie Cunningham balance her ambitious commitments to community service, high-level off-season basketball, and a complex free agency situation, all while recovering from a serious knee injury that demands her utmost focus? Her decision to prioritize a monumental tribute to military and first responders is a testament to her character. Fans must now track two distinct narratives: her physical readiness for the next WNBA season and the outcome of her contract negotiations. Make sure to comment below. Considering her pivotal role and her selfless community engagement, do you believe the Indiana Fever management should make securing Sophie Cunningham's future contract their absolute highest off-season priority? Leave your thoughts and engage with us as we continue to track this developing story and the countdown to the 4th annual Sophie Cunningham Classic. As the WNBA off-season heats up, one crucial question remains for the Indiana Fever faithful: will the dedication and competitive spirit shown by key playmaker Sophie Cunningham translate into a secured future in Indianapolis, especially as she surprises the community with a remarkable off-court commitment? The recent WNBA season proved to be a pivotal campaign for the Indiana Fever, defined by significant successes, including securing the highly contested Commissioner's Cup and achieving a deep run into the WNBA playoffs, culminating in the semifinals. A crucial component of this success was the consistent performance of the 29-year-old guard, Sophie Cunningham, who navigated 30 games for the team. During this stretch of play, Cunningham contributed reliable numbers, averaging 8.6 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.2 assists per contest. However, the momentum of her season was abruptly halted in August when a significant injury, a torn medial collateral ligament in her right knee, forced her off the court and ruled her out for the remainder of the competitive year. Despite the physical setback and the necessary time dedicated to rehabilitation, Cunningham has remained deeply involved with the sport and, notably, with community initiatives during this period of recovery. While fans eagerly track her progress toward returning to full court speed, the focus is temporarily shifted to her impressive personal endeavor, the preparations for the 4th annual Sophie Cunningham Classic. This tournament, specifically designed for female athletes, is scheduled to span 3 days in early 2026, running from January 9th through January 11th. The highly anticipated event will take place on Bob Burchard Court, located at the Southwell Complex at Columbia College, establishing a centralized location for competitive high-level basketball during the winter break. The organization and promotion of this event have been ramping up significantly, with recent reports confirming that tickets for the tournament are now officially available to the public. However, in a profound demonstration of gratitude and community respect, Cunningham recently made an announcement that elevates this event beyond a standard athletic competition, solidifying its place as a tribute to national service. This announcement, which came as a surprise to many, revealed a substantial and meaningful discount structure implemented for current and former military personnel and their families, as well as for first responders. The regular admission price for the tournament has been set at $10 per ticket. Yet, in a powerful gesture, Cunningham has elected to have this cost for specific individuals and groups. The discounted ticket price will be only $5, a significant reduction designed to make attendance more accessible for those who have dedicated their lives to public service and national defense. This decision is meticulously timed and structured to maximize the impact of the tribute. The initial day of the tournament, Friday, January 9th, has been officially designated as Military Appreciation Day. This timing ensures that active duty members, veterans, and their immediate families can celebrate their service and watch the tournament's opening matchups while benefiting from the reduced admission. Following this, the subsequent day of play, Saturday, January 10th, has been designated as First Responders Day. This equally important designation extends the $5 ticket price to police officers, firefighters, emergency medical technicians, and other vital first responders, acknowledging their indispensable contributions to public safety and local communities. This thoughtful arrangement ensures that two separate, but equally deserving sectors of essential public service receive explicit recognition and appreciation over the tournament's main weekend. The response from the WNBA community and the general public to this initiative has been overwhelmingly positive and immediate. Fans swiftly took to various platforms to express their support for Cunningham's leadership and commitment to recognizing these groups. The sentiments shared across social media and fan forums clearly indicated a deep respect for the players' action. One fan's comment summarized the feeling succinctly, stating, quote, "Nice, greatly appreciated," unquote. Another fan echoed this widespread gratitude, writing, quote, "Thankful for our military and first responders," unquote. The profound effect of the gesture was perhaps best captured by a third commentator who focused on the importance of recognizing veterans, stating, quote, "Great to give back to the vets like my dad. Never enough appreciation and respect given to vets and all they have done for the country," unquote. These reactions underscore the success of Cunningham's initiative in generating goodwill and highlighting the importance of community engagement during the WNBA offseason. This act of community generosity occurs concurrently with significant professional developments swirling around the injured guard. Despite her focus on recovery and her tournament planning, the landscape of her WNBA career remains notably uncertain as she enters a critical phase of free agency. Cunningham currently does not hold a contract with the Indiana Fever for the 2026 season, placing her status in Indianapolis in serious doubt. Adding to this contractual ambiguity is the formidable factor of the upcoming WNBA expansion draft. The creation of new teams requires existing franchises to expose certain players, further complicating the decision-making process for the Fever front office and making the retention of unrestricted free agents a high-stakes calculation. While fans desperately await Cunningham's return to the court and hope for long-term certainty with the Fever, her immediate professional future remains fundamentally unassured. Furthermore, reports have surfaced indicating that Sophie Cunningham may become involved in a separate groundbreaking professional venture during the WNBA offseason. She has been named as a potential participant in Project B, a new 5-on-5 basketball league scheduled for launch this year. This league is reportedly structured to offer significantly higher financial compensation compared to current off-season opportunities, providing a lucrative alternative for WNBA players seeking continuous high-level play and greater financial stability outside of the standard league calendar. Participation in Project B would represent a major strategic decision for Cunningham, particularly given her current free agent status and the critical need to maximize her earning potential while proving her complete recovery from the medial collateral ligament tear. As Sophie Cunningham manages her complex recovery, her contractual uncertainty, and the potential for involvement in new basketball endeavors like Project B, her commitment to the 4th annual Sophie Cunningham Classic remains unwavering. The organizational machine behind the tournament is running smoothly, promising an event that, in her own words, will deliver, quote, "big matchups, great energy, and an amazing community all in one place," unquote. The tournament not only showcases high-caliber female athleticism but also serves as a powerful testament to Cunningham's character, bridging her professional career with profound acts of public appreciation. While the uncertainty surrounding her contract status for the 2026 season and the potential impact of the expansion draft loom large over her immediate future with the Indiana Fever, her commitment to the Sophie Cunningham Classic provides a tangible anchor point of community connection and unwavering dedication. The question now moves from whether she will recover fully to which jersey she will wear when she does. The stage is set for a pivotal offseason that will determine whether Cunningham returns to the familiar confines of Indianapolis, or whether her professional path takes her to a new WNBA city or a new offseason league entirely. For now, the focus shifts to Bob Burchard Court, where her generous gesture ensures that military families and first responders are prioritized and honored. The widespread praise for this initiative confirms that even when sidelined by injury, Sophie Cunningham continues to be a driving force both within the WNBA conversation and within the communities that support it. Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Given Sophie Cunningham's free agency status and the upcoming expansion draft, do you believe the Indiana Fever must prioritize re-signing her, or does her potential involvement in Project B signal a likely departure? Let us know your predictions.